Believers, if someone is operating in dark knowledge, that does not automatically mean that they tend to harm people or that they're out there to take advantage of others. No. But they're operating from a fear-based thinking. They're operating out of self-reliance, which is a trap. We are not designed to operate out of self-reliance. So anytime anyone is built in knowledge, but they operate in a fear-based thinking, because all self-reliance is fear-based. Because you as a vulnerable creature, you will need to take advantage of the vulnerabilities of others in order to operate out of this self-reliance, which doesn't really exist because you can't rely on yourself. You need the environment and you need others. So, when someone operates in dark knowledge, what you do is you recognize the error and you pay attention to your inner radar, to your intuition. If your intuition gives you a very bad feeling, if with the idea of informing this individual that they're on the wrong track, then don't do it. Because a lot of people cherish the knowledge they have, but they don't realize that the knowledge lacks. So when you, with less knowledge, sees that they are in darkness and you seek out to correct them, they may take it as an offense. So don't cause that conflict or unnecessary tension. When someone's in dark knowledge, recognize that that's where they are, and you can pray for them at a distance. And if the Holy Spirit gives an occasion for you to redirect them, you redirect them with Christ, with a Christ-centered context. Don't go there and say, hey, you're wrong, this and that. No, just redirect them with Christ-centered context. If they, after you redirected them with a Christ-centered context, persist in the dark, I would say, in a dark setting, then it's them openly embracing darkness. Then you cannot be blamed and it's not on you. You should inform them if the Holy Spirit gives you access to do it. If the Holy Spirit does not give you access to it, don't do it. Because some people are just not ready to face the fact that they have been deceived. There are a lot of knowledgeable people out there who have been tricked by the enemy, but they're not ready nor willing to see it. And you cannot do much for them unless they're willing to comply with solutions. That means admitting that the quote-unquote solutions they're promoting or they're holding on to aren't really long-term solutions that will work out in their long-term interests nor the long-term interests of the community. So, do not be wise in your own eyes. Do not rely on your own understanding. When someone's in dark knowledge, recognize they are in darkness. And many of those churches out there are in darkness. I'm telling you as it is. I don't care if you talk about the love of God, if you talk about all of that. If they don't promote you walking in the resurrection power of Christ, then they're not helping you and they're not assisting you. Because it's only the resurrection power of Christ that will crush violence around you, that will remove sickness from you, and that will keep you in safety, sanity, and prosperity for the long run. Without the resurrection power of Christ, you can't do anything. Without the resurrection power of Christ, you're easy meat for predators. Without the resurrection power of Christ, you're just a vulnerable creature in a world with many predators ready to be devoured. And the only relief you have is to pick some type of violence to wear them off temporarily. So if someone does not promote the resurrection power of Christ, and they claim to follow God, if they claim to follow Christ, but they don't operate in the resurrection power of Christ, nor do they promote it, then disassociate, lower contact, and if needed, break all contact. I'm serious. Such people that claim to follow Christ, but they deny the resurrection power of Christ, they're quite dangerous. Because they attract people to them that think, whoa, there are solutions here, and when people come, there's only disappointment. Have you encountered such pastors and such churches where there's only disappointment, because it's a demon of disappointment that drags people over there, to trap those people in misery. If you promote the resurrection power of Christ, demons will flee. If you promote the resurrection power of Christ, you will have attacks, you will overcome them. But if there is no resurrection power of Christ, there's only paranormal relief. And demons of disappointment are using many of those pastors to draw believers in disappointment and in self-pity. Don't fall for it. Keep on walking by faith and be at peace.